Golden Blue Dude here with you again. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. I make videos every single day, sometimes multiple videos, depending on how active the day is or what kind of mood I'm in. So if you don't like this video, maybe you'll like one of my other videos. And this is one of those active days. The past 24 hours has been hectic in college football. The MAC, the first FBS conference, announced football not going to happen. And now it seems like the Big Ten and the Pac-12 are probably going to cancel their seasons as well, probably in the next 24 to 48 hours. And there's a lot of speculation going on that the ACC and the Big 12 are on the fence as well. And if the Big Ten and the Pac-12 do it, then they'll probably follow suit. The interesting thing is the SEC is still acting like they're holding firm. So there's a lot of moving parts. Also, there's been a lot of players coming together, especially on Twitter, saying, "We want to play." So that tells you right there that this is definitely not a player's decision. This is conference decisions. This is, I guess they're scared of liability. We have to realize that professional sports and college sports are different in the aspect of players get paid in professional leagues and players do not get paid in college football. But you can still make it happen if you keep medical coverage and your standards and your protocols the way they need to be. So the liability issue is only if you don't do what you're supposed to do. Of course you'll be liable. Duh. Common sense. But if you do what you're supposed to do, have those protocols and the social, aspect of it, mask, whatever, get it figured out. Which, by the way, the NCAA has had 4 months to figure something out. And I've been saying it the entire time. And this is what happens when the NCAA can't do anything or won't do anything. This is what happens. And I was saying it from day one. So, the problem is the players still want to play. And the conferences don't want to have that liability, even though there's ways around that. So what happens if, the dominoes falls and these other 4 Power 5 conferences decide to call it quits and the SEC's like, no, we're still going to play? Then, what if there's other teams that still want to play and the SEC says, okay, you can come play with us? Are we going to have one massive SEC, possibly, 30, 40, 50 teams? I'm okay with that, as long as the players aren't being forced to play. Here's the thing, as long as the players aren't being forced to play against their will and they're like, I don't feel safe. See, players are opting out. That's okay too. They're not being forced. Okay, so this isn't about forcing. This is about the players still wanting to play. So in my opinion, you should still give them the option to play. Have the safety protocols. Have everything that you need to have. I mean, these schools have the money to get it done. The NCAA had the money to get this done. They just decided not to. We understand this pandemic is a serious thing. But number one, college football didn't start the pandemic. And number two, college football isn't, this is not an opinion, isn't going to spread it. It's already spread. Okay? It's a serious situation. The argument that people are using is college football could make it worse. That's a moot point. It's already bad. Okay? College football is not going to make it worse. It's already bad. So that's why we all got to take the safety precautions, because it's already bad. Now, if you don't want to let fans in, that's okay. I totally understand that. If players want to opt out, that's okay. I totally understand that. But this is taking the decision out of the players' hands and saying, we think it's best for you not to play. You're not letting them decide. And I know they're young adults, but they still are adults. They are still legally allowed to make their own decisions. That's all I got for you today. like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will definitely keep you updated. If and when these conferences start canceling football, I'm definitely going to let you know. That's all I got for you today. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you on my next show.